alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So in today's Moodle tutorial, I'll introduce the terms activities and resources, and we'll also access your Moodle student account, and I'll show you how you can access the activities and resources that your teachers will be creating for you. Okay, so let's start with what is an activity. In Moodle terminology, activity is something that a student will do by themselves or interact with other students using the activity or interact with their teacher using that activity, such as Ed Puzzle. जैसे आज हम what you'll do is that when you log into your Moodle account, we'll be doing an Ed Puzzle activity. Like we discussed in the earlier tutorial, Ed Puzzle key activity may we make interactive videos. The teachers make interactive videos, and they are available for you to view. And in today's Ed Puzzle activity, you will see an interactive video in which you'll be answering questions. Now, this type of activity, you are doing something by yourself. And then there are other activities, like for example, a forum activity. ये एक्टिविटी जैसे आपके क्विक स्कूल्स के अंदर क्लास डिस्कशंस वाली एक्टिविटी है. This is exactly like that. You can open a forum, and the students and teachers can communicate between each other on a specific topic. Then we have a quiz activity in which basically you answer questions, and the teacher gives you feedback on those questions. So these are some type of activities, and in the subsequent tutorials, we'll be talking about other activities, and I'll show you how to access them and how to use them. And then the other term that I want to introduce over here is resources. So in Moodle terminology, a resource is an item that a teacher can use to support learning, such as files and links. So if your teacher wants to send a file to you, they can, send it on Moodle, or if they want to, give you, direct you to some website, तो उसके भी वो links वहाँ पे दे सकते हैं, and that is in Moodle they call that a resource. Okay, so I want to now quickly run through a list of activities and resources in Moodle. So if I talk about activities, I want to categorize them. Generally, the activities can be categorized into 4 different types. So we have interactive content delivery activities, then we have communication and collaboration type of activities, we have assessment and survey types of activities, and then we have assignment type of activities. So for example, the interactive content delivery type, we have the Ed Puzzle activity, which is to deliver interactive videos, and then we have a lesson activity, which is also to combine different resources to make a lesson. In the communication and collaboration type category, we have a chat activity in which you can have a live chat between the whole classroom and the teachers. I already talked about the forum activity in the earlier slide. Then we have glossary is something, an activity that the teacher can use to create vocabulary lists, while wiki activity is something, if you've seen Wikipedia, so your teacher can create a wiki activity, and you can actually create a web page in which all the students can contribute and create a wiki page. So these are collaboration activities. Then you have your assessment and survey activities. For example, the teacher can create an activity of a quiz. Then you have to give that quiz. Feedback is something that you would basically ask about how good something was and get feedback from the student on a certain topic. And then we have other survey activities like a questionnaire. Uh, then we have the assess assignment type category, in which we will give you assignments which you have to submit, like your homeworks and all that. They'll be in the Moodle assignment activity. And then in the resources, you have files. The teachers can share files with you. The teachers can share websites, their URLs with you. They can create web pages that you can create together with them. And then they can create folders and other types of resources. I've highlighted these red as these are the most common ones, or the ones that you'll encounter, now. And the teachers can always use all these resources. And Moodle is much more than this. So the teachers can even add more activities and resources than what you see over here. And now, with this, I will end my discussion on activities and resources. But just to let you know, you don't have to memorize or these activities or resources. इनका सिर्फ काम ये है कि आपको बताया जाए कि they exist, ऐसे होता है. Moodle में activities भी होती हैं, resources भी होते हैं, और उनमें थोड़ा सा आपको फर्क पता होना चाहिए कि क्या होते हैं, what's the difference between the two. But other than that, you don't have to memorize कि this is a category, communication, collaboration, कौन सी category है. So we will be, as you become a user of Moodle, you will encounter all these things anyway, and then you will understand how to use them. So this was just to give you a brief idea about activities and resources, so that you have a general idea of what they are, and what kind of tools are available at the disposal of your teachers to use to teach you. Okay, so now that I've talked about activity and resources, now let's uh, do the second part of the tutorial, which is accessing the activities and resources. So what we'll do is we'll try, you need to open your browsers and log into Moodle, into your course account, and then we'll go to our course, and I've put up some activities over there, and I'll show you how to access them. Okay, so now open your browsers, and let's go to the IFS Moodle website, and let's try to log into your um, student account. So I've entered the ISRA address, ifs Moodle, ifs-moodle.isra.edu.pk. We'll go to Moodle, enter your username. Again, this is the same username that you use to access Quick Schools. And the password that was originally set was ABC123. If you updated your passwords, you'll have to enter the password that you uh, uh, updated. So let's click on login. Okay, so we're at the on the dashboard screen now, as you can see over here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to, as you can, if you recall, the course overview block has all the courses, or in your cases, it'll have all the subjects over here. So you have been registered into the Playground Students course. So let's click on this course. Okay, so this is the page that you'll see for your courses. So there are a couple of things that I want to highlight over here. As your teacher for this particular course, the way I've structured this course is that I'm going to put all the videos for the tutorials inside this course. Now, on this page, you can see that there are sections. So this part from here up to here is one section, and the name of the section is called Moodle Tutorial Introduction. And then the second section's name is Edpuzzle Tutorial. And then I'll make a third section and fourth section and fifth section, and I'll keep on making sections based on the number of tutorials that I'll make. So the course pages are divided into sections. So when you will be having your subject pages, they'll also be divided into sections. Most likely there'll be sections by topic names, or they might be sections by week numbers. Now, for this particular course, what I've done is I've created a separate section for each video that I've uploaded. And what I'll do is I'll add anything related to that video in that section. So for example, like in this Moodle tutorial introduction, I have added a resource, which is a link or URL to the YouTube video that you have already seen. I've also written the description of what you'll be expecting when you'll be seeing this. For example, it says, please watch this video on YouTube on the introduction of Moodle. We'll be using Moodle a lot while we are teaching online. It is quite similar to Quick Schools. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know more about Moodle, be able to log into your IFS Moodle account, and C, be able to update your profile and password in your IFS Moodle account. So this is a general description of the video that you will see. Now, if you want to see this video over here, you just need to click on, as you can see, the hand, the cursor changing into a hand. And if you click over here, you will open the Moodle tutorial. So now, if you press the back button, you'll go back to your course page. So this is one way a teacher can make a resource available to you, is giving you a link to a YouTube page, a link to a PDF file, a link to a website. So this is a way a teacher can provide you with resources. I've also uploaded the Edpuzzle tutorial, and if you click on this, you will access the YouTube video that you saw on Edpuzzle earlier, the second tutorial. And now the third activity, in this Edpuzzle tutorial, you can see that I've added two activities. Actually, not two activities. I've added one resource, which is a URL to a YouTube video, and that I have added an activity, which is an Edpuzzle activity. And this Edpuzzle activity, what I have done is I have taken this YouTube video on Edpuzzle tutorial, and I have put that into Edpuzzle, and I have made that same YouTube video interactive by embedding questions in it. So what you'll, if you see the description I have written, please watch this interactive video that I have created using Edpuzzle. The content is similar to the YouTube video, this YouTube video that you watched earlier, but now I have added questions in the video to make it interactive. So I would want you to click on Edpuzzle, this Edpuzzle activity. And you should see this page coming up. Now, sometimes when the first time when you click on this, this page might not come up. What you will see in this block, this Edpuzzle block, you see this block. What you'll see in this Edpuzzle block is this page. Okay, this is the sign-in. If you remember, we encountered this page in the Edpuzzle tutorial as well. So what do we do over here in this page? If you see this page in this block and you don't see this video over here, what do you need to do? You need to click on login. You'll click on login. You'll click on I am a student, and then you will sign in with Gmail. Same thing, what we did earlier. So you'll enter your Gmail address, your password, and you'll log in. All this will happen on this particular screen, okay? So let me close this now. So once you will log in, then what happens, if still this video does not appear, or this video is not appearing, then I would recommend that you go back on your And notice how I went back. Um, Let me go there first again. And if you click on this Edpuzzle tutorial again, hopefully then this thing will appear. If this thing does not appear, then you can I'll open up a forums activity and you can ask questions if you have difficulties. But this should happen. Now, another thing on top here, what I did earlier was I actually moved to the course page. And how do I do that? If you look over here at the top, you have this menu for navigation. So if you see over here, if I want to go to the course, I can click on the playground students course. That'll take me to the course page. If I click on Insta Function Schools, it's going to take me to all the courses in this, all the courses that I'm registered in. And it's going to, so this is how it is. So if I want to go back to the course, I just need to go click over here and it'll take me back to the course. And if I want to go back to my Edpuzzle activity, then I'll click over here and I'll go to the Edpuzzle activity. Okay, so once you see this page, now there are a couple of things to observe over here. So it says to do, you have a multiple choice question at 2 minutes and 12 seconds. And you can see that over here. This is the first the question that's going to pop up. And then you have a multiple choice question at 3:29, 3 minutes 29 seconds. That is this one. And then you have an open-ended question that is going to be at 6 minutes and 47 seconds. So I would want you to, because the tutorial is the same, but I want you to see this video up to the 6 minutes 47 to see how you can answer questions on Edpuzzle activity or these interactive videos. So let me play this. You click on this button over here to maximize the screen, and then you can click on play. So what I'll do is you will see that the video is exactly the same. The only difference would be the questions as you encounter them at those time marks that were set. I'll fast forward it to that point and we can encounter the first MCQ question, and then I'll let you continue onwards and answer the remaining 3 questions. So let's fast forward to the first question. Okay, so here's the first question that was supposed to come at the 2-minute 12-second mark. It's an MCQ question, as you can see, and you can see the video has stopped completely. The first question that you encounter is, are Moodle and Edpuzzle used for the same purpose? If you remember in your earlier video, which was about the introduction on Moodle, if you remember that video, you should be able to answer this question. So the answer to this question is false. They're not the same thing. Let me click on false and let me submit. And you can see that you get a feedback like over here, 100 out of 100. So it means that's the question, the answer that you selected is correct. It also gives you feedback. The teacher can give you immediate feedback, like I wrote over here, you are correct. And then I also explained why you're correct. Moodle is a learning management system, while Edpuzzle is a tool to make interactive videos. And similarly, if somebody clicked true, which would be incorrect, then my feedback was, unfortunately, your answer is incorrect. Moodle is a learning management system, while Edpuzzle is a tool to make interactive videos. Now, what you need to understand is that, like I said, Edpuzzle, this feature of Edpuzzle makes it a very powerful tool because what's happening is that when you're in a classroom environment, the students can ask questions and the teacher can reply to those questions. You have an interactive discussion. Other kids are learning, and the teachers also know. Teacher also gets to know if the children are learning or if the students are learning or not. With this, but when you're listening to videos which are not interactive, we'll never know if you're following the video or not following the video. Are you understanding, not understanding? By making these videos interactive, by using Edpuzzle, what we can do now is that we can ask questions from you, get feedback from you while you're listening to the video, so we know that are you learning or you're not learning? And so this helps your teachers tremendously to know if the way they're presenting the content is it correct or not? Are you following through or not? So it's very helpful. So we'll be using this tool extensively, um, and now, because I don't want to go through the second, third, and fourth questions, I would recommend you continue watching this video to the end and answer those remaining three questions. The last two questions are open-ended questions, and I would want your feedback on those two questions as well. So, and of course, as you know, in an open-ended question, you will be you'll be required to type your answer. It's not going to be a multiple choice question. Okay, so I want to now leave this video, and what you can see over here is that we have finished one of the questions. Now the next question is going to come at 3 minutes, at the mark of 3 minutes 29 seconds, and then you have two more open-ended questions which are back to back. So one is at 6:47, and the next question is also at 6 minutes and 47, at the 6 minute 47 mark. Over here, you can see that there's a green mark over here. It means the first question that you answered was correct. And if you get it incorrect, you will get a red mark. So that also tells you how many you have got correct, incorrect. Once you finish watching the entire video, you'll also get an overall feedback on the number of questions you got correct and incorrect. So with that, I would stop talking about this Edpuzzle activity, and I'll go back to the course page. For that, I'll go here, Playground Students, click on the course, and I'll come here. So in this video tutorial, we covered how to access a resource that is shared by your teacher by in this case, it was a website, it was a YouTube video, but it could be a website, it could be anything. And also we learned about an activity, how to access an Edpuzzle activity. So those are the two things we covered in this tutorial. Inshallah, in the subsequent tutorial, I will talk about the forum activity, which is used for class discussions. So I'll open a forum activity for all these tutorials so that you can post questions about if you have, what do you think about them? If you have any problem, you can, express them over there. And I will also introduce the feedback activity in which I'll be asking you about your feedback about these videos. So those are going to be, those two activities are going to be covered in the next video. So till then, inshallah, thank you so much for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.